Hey, it's Natalie, and I'm really excited, you guys. I just got this gorgeous little package in the mail, and it is from Emily Moore Designs, and I recently joined her team as a brand ambassador. I love her products. I think she puts a ton of thought into creating a really mindful product, especially her dyes. I think they're versatile, and I think they can be used in so many different ways, so that when you invest in your dye, you're getting a really good bang for your buck. Also, I primarily do scrapbooking, and I love that I can use her cards, probably mostly designed with a card in mind, supply on my scrapbooking pages. So I know that she's already shown her products, and some other people have done unboxings and everything. So I thought I'd put a little spin on my unboxing and show you just some ideas that I will immediately just discuss upon pulling it out, and ways that I can incorporate these products into my scrapbook pages. So that's not to say that I'm not going to use them on cards. I absolutely will, but I think that they're so versatile and fun. So, and I know that a lot of my audience is scrapbookers, so I wanted to go from that point of view. Okay, so it all started when what happened was one of her first die creations was a yay die, and it was really cute, and it is really versatile, like I said, and you can do a shaker with it, and it has the cutest skinny little curly cursive font, and it's so stinky cute, and I've used it on a few projects, and that's like kind of what made me fall in love with Emily's products. And so we were chatting one day online, and I was like, hey, so you got any more of those cute little, that font coming up on any other cards? And she was like, well, actually, yes, I do. And here they are. And I'm so excited about it. So she has these cute little hey, hi, hey, hello word dies. And they're in that same font that I love with the yay die. And I love that you get all three, right? So when you're doing a card, I know that you want to just say hello on a lot of your cards. But also as a scrapbooker, I think I would really use these in my titles. I adore making my own titles. I don't really want to use a prefab, if you will, title. Or if I do, so I'm using a foam sticker or a die cut embellishment, I'm going to add to it, right? I'm going to not just use that one word as my title. I'm probably going to add to it. I'm probably going to make it punny. I'm probably going to use a phrase and then add my own die cut alphas to it. Things like that. So, anyway, she made these in 2 sizes. Again, like I said, I think that they're so useful for scrapbooking in addition to card making. So obviously these would be really useful on a little card. You could also use these as a main sentiment on a card. But you can see they're real skinny. That's 2 lowercase h's on the hey and the hello, and an uppercase H on the hi. And it's just identical, but just smaller on these. However, super useful for scrapbooking. So like I said, I would put these before a title a lot, like, hey, blah, 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 whatever my title is going to be. Or I've done some with like my nephew, like hello world when he was born and things like that. If I'm being snarky, a lot of times I'm going to, which I love to do, use a hey or a hi, like, hi, hey, over here. Something like that. But also the versatility of the size is so good. I am going to have to take it off. I was like, no, I won't take it off, but I will have to take it off because I even got props over here, guys, to show you. Look, I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to take off the sticky and everything on screen. Okay, so here's the larger hay die. Obviously that's backwards, but like this, that's good size. So I brought over, this is a Life Crafted album. I like to do a lot of my travel things in a Life Crafted album. Perfect, right? So that's super perfect for, you know, a main sentiment on these are like 4.5 by 8 pages kind of. It'll fit in there. Look at this. Got pockets. Don't worry. I got you. You got little tiny pockets in your little tiny album. Never fear, because hey, hello, hey, hello, hi is gonna fit in there too. So this is the teeny little hi. Look, that could literally fit in our photo, like above our heads. In this is like a little bit bigger than a 2x3. Yeah, so this is a 3x4 pocket. Look at that, a little embellishment. And you got your background. You can create a shaker with this outline. I love that she puts the outlines on there. Look, you have this is like the tiniest ones. I don't really think you get a pocket smaller than a 2x2. We might have to trim that one down, but it does fit. It does fit, or right on top of there too, you know, and it's very similar to that little thing. Super cute. I'm in love with this. Here you go. Another example. This is a 4x6 flip book. You know, both sizes of those alphas will fit in here. Hello. Hello. Loving it. Not in the 2x2s, but let's see. I don't think I have that's a 3x4. Let's see. Almost be similar. You could cut off the tail and keep your hello intact. Super cute. Okay, let's move on. I digress, right? Okay, so I am stuck. We have our 2 sizes of hey, hi, hey, hello. I gotta get the order right. So when I'm promoting her things, I get it right? Okay. We'll save those for the end. I got her shaker frame die. I'm not even sure if this is a new. I think it is. It might have already been on the, I think, you know what? I think this one was actually already on the store from before. Super cute shaker frame die. So obviously this is probably a card usage. I'm just gonna rip in. But you get a little fancy edge on your panel that you could get cut out, and then it's also going to cut out this scallop with the same fancy edge around the scallops. So boom, great, cute. You got your card panel, and then you put your shaker elements inside, snap something right on top of your acetate, you're good to go. But there's other options because she's really thoughtful about this, right? So you can use the inside piece, which also has that gorgeous little die, and you're doing insets and you're doing raised up pieces and things like that. You can cut out around here and just, you could actually take an oval and cut around that as well and just have the circle shaker versus one that's within a panel. That's something that you would probably see me do on a layout. Ooh, how cute would it be to make like an ornament, and so do just the circle and then put your photo in there and then make it a shaker, or like make it a snow globe. Oh, that would be so cute. But again, as I like to tell you, these are versatile and they can be used in scrapbooking. So I have here my 8x8 travel album again. So how cute would it be to have a shaker page in here, so I could have a half page. So these are 8x8, so we're looking at 4x8, and do a shaker, or even the same size as this panel, and put it in as like a shaker element of like a divider page, like, hey, this was Monday, hey, this is the next day. I haven't done much. If it's nice and snug right in there, right? Trim that down just a little bit. You might not get the little decorative edge, but same goes for like this guy. You know, I like to make, I've talked about it a lot on my channel, I like to make these interactive, right? So I would definitely use a shaker in here. Did I leave that in there? My goodness, I would have been looking like that. I would have been losing my mind looking for that die. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna do you one good. I'm a little nervous to suggest it, but I might could do it. What if you literally used this on the front of an album and made the cover of your album a shaker? Oh my God. You could totally do it. You could. I would be really nervous, but you could do it. You could probably just like do another piece to do on top, and then you adhere it. And then if you mess it up, you still have your solid base of a album cover. All right, so let's move on. So, oh, sorry. Again, that is the shaker frame die, the doily. So I think that's a good name for it because it has that beautiful edge, but I think that also leaves room for her to create more shaker frame dies with different edgings and things like that. That's exciting. Okay, so last up on this new releases, I'm really excited about it, is the pocket dies. So you have a vertical pocket die and a horizontal pocket die. Love these. So she has shown many cards that you can make, and you can stick your gift cards inside of the pockets, or you could put a photo inside of the pocket. I love to do hidden journaling, and that is probably like my number one idea that I would use these for. But it's so, you have a lot of options. And also, I have seen Emily use this die, and she'll cut off the pockets. Like, we're not really worried about the pockets, just to use the beautiful border, which I love that as well. So again, you get to use the versatility. You can turn this upside down and just use this beautiful border on something, and you know, snip away your edges so you don't need to use if you don't want to use a pocket. Pockets, again, with the interactive elements and everything in scrapbooking. If you're, I would probably do an outside the page protector page if I were using something like this. Oh, for your ephemera. So you do go on trips and you collect things and brochures and maps and little things like that that you don't want to adhere down. Use a pocket. And it's a great size. It says 6.25 inches by 3 inches with flaps. So that's including the flaps. So it's going to be a little bit smaller than that. I think it's going to be a super perfect size for this. Let's see. That's not going to show me very well. Maybe. Let's see. Once you fold the flaps in. Yep. If you do it outside the page protector, it's the perfect size to do it outside the page protector in a Life Crafted. You don't want to, you want to be in the page protector. You want to be in the size of the Life Crafted. 4.75 by 5 inches with flaps. So once you fold the flaps in, you're going to be right at size for a Life Crafted. Oh, let me just show one more thing. Okay. More than one thing. Because I went off and I was like, my son was looking at this the other day. And these reminded me of the tabs that are in these kind of albums. So this is like one of those like 49 and Market or Photo Play where we were all outside the page protector and you're doing like flips and tricks, you know, things like this where you're folding up, right? So how perfect are these? You have your nice little lines here where you fold it. And also, more than one thing was that I decided to cut a couple of examples. I just went to my scrap bin. Y'all, I haven't been in that thing in forever. There's so many old scraps of paper in there. So I heard Emily talking about when she was designing this and how she wanted to be really thoughtful about your flaps, which I appreciate. I did create a project recently with flaps, and they were skinny. And I get it, like they needed to be skinny, but it is really nice to have big flaps because not only will your tape runner fit on it, but also you get a big old pocket. Ignored this stuff. Again, it was from the scrap bin, and there was something on my mat that I was running through. But like, look how perfectly you could add even more stuff that fits so perfectly right here on this page, and you could add it in, although you wouldn't want to add anything there because what will happen, right? When you flip it down, all your stuff will fall out. But you could add it anywhere in here, and it would be such another like one of those elements that's just like, you know, this whole thing is meant to have flaps and openings and pullouts and things like that. And then I went ahead and I cut this guy as well. So this is the vertical one. Oh, sorry. I didn't cut it well. That's what that is. I was like, what in the world? I don't know why. I don't think I had my mat on there well. My my cutting pads have seen better days, right? And, well, I'll talk about it in a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so here's the vertical pocket. Same concept. Would be amazing in here. Super good fit here in the Life Crafted album for sure. Yeah, there's outside the page protector. Let's see, do I have a normal size page protector in here? I don't think I do. I don't. Oh, here we go. There's the ones. So it fits perfectly in that size. So if you don't make them bigger, you still do them like that full size, it fits perfectly. Also, you got this beautiful design, but if you perhaps are not feeling fancy, look what you can do. Look what I can do. Oh, look, it's like it never even happened. Furthermore, put some trim on it, put something. Oh, I have so many ideas. I can't wait to show you. And also, I just went ahead and cut a word just to show you how cute it is, since we were just looking at them upside down. And also, when I was cutting the word, I was cutting this, and I was like, oh, I could put that word right on here. And it would be so cute. Fit it right on there and cut it out of the pocket. So then, you know, it might cause things to, but you could just cover it up with some vellum or some other color or some acetate. Oh, I just have so many ideas. I need to just get in here and play. I need to clean my craft room, but I just want to play. Anyway, I'm going to link down below to Emily's store. If you shop with my code NAT10, NAT10, you will get 10% off your order, and let her know that you came from here. And yeah, her release is great. She has more things. She has some stamps. She has, what else does she have? She has a die. Another die that I didn't get because I was reining it in and I was trying to focus on the scrapbooking this time. But if you don't have the Yay die, you do have to go get that. Like right now, if you watch this video, you're contractually obligated to get the Yay die if you don't already own it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll link down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.